Do not adjust your volume and do not look away, because if you can hear a faint, low-pitched hum right now, you have already entered what researchers call a frequency trap, which is a localized acoustic anomaly that doesn't just hit your ears but hits the very foundation of your memory. Deep in the shadows of the Aokigahara forest in Japan, hikers have for decades reported a vibration so powerful and so consistent that it possesses the terrifying ability to literally delete who you are as a sentient being. Scientists have a name for this invisible force, calling it Infrasound, which is a 19 Hz frequency that exists just below the threshold of human hearing, yet it has a direct and violent impact on the human anatomy because 19 Hz is the exact resonant frequency of the human eyeball. When you are standing in a zone saturated with this vibration, your eyes begin to vibrate within their sockets, creating visual distortions, gray blurs, and flickering figures in the corner of your eye that aren't actually there, but feel more real than the trees around you. In early 2023, a seasoned explorer and acoustic researcher named Kaito entered the heart of the sea of trees with a specific goal of recording the absolute silence that the volcanic rock provides. But what he found was something far more predatory than a lack of sound. According to his digital logs, which were recovered later, the air began to feel heavy and thick, like he was walking through water, and a rhythmic clicking began to manifest, not in the air, but inside his own skull. He was found 3 days later by a search and rescue team sitting perfectly still in a clearing of twisted hemlock with no physical injuries, no dehydration, and no signs of a struggle. Yet when his own wife touched his shoulder and called his name, he didn't recognize her face or the sound of her voice. To the medical professionals who examined him, he was physically fine, but to those who knew him best, his soul never made it out alive from those trees. Because the man they loved didn't survive the encounter with the void. His life was taken not by a predator with claws or teeth, but by a sound that literally overrode his brain and scrubbed his long-term memory clean, leaving a blank slate where a personality used to be. Many people have lost their lives in this forest simply because they forgot how to be human after being exposed to the hum for too long. So they forgot how to eat, they forgot how to navigate, and they forgot the very reason they were alive until they eventually became part of the silence themselves. This frequency trap is believed to be caused by wind moving through the ancient subterranean lava tubes beneath the forest floor, creating a natural organ pipe effect that plays a song of madness to anyone who stays too long in the deep interior. If you ever find yourself in a place where the air feels like it is vibrating, or if you feel a sudden crushing pressure in your chest and your vision starts to blur, you must leave your current location immediately and run toward the nearest source of white noise. The frequency is moving through this very audio right now as a digital signature designed to test your cognitive retention. And if you can, feel a strange tingling or vibration in your hands. It means your nervous system is already reacting to the pulse. We have to ask ourselves how many people labeled as missing persons in our national parks actually just walked into a frequency trap and lost their internal compass before they lost their lives to the elements. The government keeps no official records of acoustic anomalies in these zones, because admitting the ground itself can erase a citizen's mind would cause a panic that no park service could contain. Kaito remains a shell of a man living in a facility where he stares at photos of a life he no longer remembers, and he is a living reminder that some things in nature are not meant to be heard. You must remain vigilant, because the world is much louder and much more dangerous than we are led to believe in our quiet modern lives. If you can still hear the hum, it is already working its way into your subconscious, and the only way to break the tether is to acknowledge your presence in the physical world. Can you feel the vibration in your hands or the weight in your chest right now? Because if you can, you need to comment the word reset to wake up your neural pathways before you forget the very reason you started watching this video in the first place. Stay safe, stay grounded, and never trust a silence that feels like it is breathing, because once the frequency takes hold, the person you used to be might never make it out alive.